For this lovey pattern, just for the wings, I'm using this yellow color. It's with the same weight yarn as the rest of the dragon lovey. So this is Baby Snuggle yarn. That's a super bulky weight 6. And I've paired it with a 5mm hook. And again, it's the same type of yarn and the same size hook for the entire pattern. Let's begin here with the yarn you want for your wings. We're going to start round 1 with a chain 5. So here's my slip knot, and I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to insert a double crochet in the 5th chain from the hook. The starting chain 5 creates a beginning double crochet and a chain. So right now I'm going to insert a double crochet into that 5th chain from the hook. Then I'm going to chain and double crochet 3 more times. So this is what it'll look like. Chain, double crochet. That's 1 repetition. Chain, double crochet. That's the 2nd repetition. Chain, double crochet. That's the 3rd repetition. You're putting your stitches all into that first chain you made. So it's going to fan out as a semicircle now. What you'll end up with is 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 chains in between. Now we're going to start on round 2. We're going to begin with 5 chains again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Turn your piece. We're going to work back around this way. You're going to insert 2 double crochets in that first chain space. So here I am, insert 1 and 2 double crochets. Then you're going to chain 2, insert 2 double crochets into the next chain space, and you're going to repeat that 3 times around. So 2 double crochets here. Then chain 2, 2 double crochets here, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in that last chain space. Now at the very end, what you will do is you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to double crochet in that same last chain space. This is what you will have now. We're continuing this sort of semicircle fanned shape. At the end here, you should have 10 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you should have, 5 chain spaces in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to move on to round 3. For round 3, we're going to start again with the 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn your piece. And then you're going to insert 2 double crochets in the first chain space. Oops. 2 double crochets here. Now, in the next chain space, you're going to insert 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets, all in the same space. This is going to be repeated 3 times. So let's go ahead. I'm going to demonstrate that. In the space, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets. Then you're going to repeat that in the next chain space. 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets. Repeat that for a third time. 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets. And in the very last chain space here, what you'll do is insert 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 1 double crochet back in there. This finishes up round 3, and at the end of round 3 you'll see that you're starting to form sort of this these points. You're going to have 5 points and 5 I guess what we can call valleys on the inside here. So mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Let's continue with round 4. Round 4 gets pretty fun. You're going to start with 5 chains. Oops. Turn your piece. And what you'll do in the first chain space is insert 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Now you're going to double crochet on top of the next double crochet here. However, you're going to skip the next 2 double crochets. Let me pull this out. So this is a double crochet and this is a double crochet, and we'll skip those 2. You're going to crochet in the following one. So here, I'm inserting a double crochet into the next double crochet here. So again, skip those 2. Now you're going to insert 2 double crochets, 2 chains, oops, 2 chains, excuse me, and 2 double crochets, all in that same space. Doing this will create an exaggerated point where we want the points to line up. Here's the point, the mountain, and now we're going down into the valley. You're going to insert a double crochet over the next stitch. Skip those 2 double crochets here where your valley is going to be. Double crochet in the next double crochet. So as you can see, we've skipped these 2 over here, double crochet in the next one. Now we come to another point. At the point, you're going to insert 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets. Now we're getting to work down to the valley again. You're going to double crochet, skip 2 double crochets, insert a double crochet over that next one, and then in the point, insert 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets, all in the same chain space. Now we're going to go down into the valley again, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, skip the next 2, double crochet in that 3rd stitch, and in the very last chain space, you're going to insert 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 1 double crochet. And that's that for round number 4. As I turn it this way, you'll see that the points are getting more noticeable. And you're going to see that as you work along the rounds, the more rounds you do, the more exaggerated the points will become. We're now going to crochet round number 5. You're going to chain 5 to begin. Turn your piece. You're going to insert 2 double crochets in that very first chain space. And now you're going to double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. That's 1 and 2. Skip the 2 double crochets in the middle of that valley, and then double crochet over the next 2 double crochet stitches. As you can see, skipping those stitches will create an inward curve between your points. Now I've arrived at another point. I'm going to, or you can also call this the chain 2 space, excuse me. And you're going to insert 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets all in that chain space. Now, insert 2 double crochets over the next 2 stitches. Oops. Skip the 2 stitches in the middle of the valley. Double crochet twice again. Insert 2 double crochets into the point, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets. We're going to keep working this pattern around. If you follow along with the written pattern, which you would be doing with this one, you'll see that the pattern is quite repetitive. Once you've gotten the basic shape down, it will be easy to see where you want to put the points and where you are making your valleys. So you will always be skipping those 2 stitches that make up the valley. All right, and in that very last chain space, you're just going to insert 2 double crochets, and then you're going to chain 2 and insert 1 double crochet. That's that for round number 5. If your piece is not laying completely flat, you can just pull on it a little bit. Sometimes tension pulls the piece quite tight, and you can go ahead and relax the stitches. For round 6, we're going to chain 5, turn your piece, and insert 2 double crochets into that same chain space. This time, as we go down, remember you're still going to skip the 2 double crochets that make up the valley down here. But again, you're going to double crochet over each of the other stitches. So here, I'm going to double crochet over the next 1, 2, and 3 stitches. Skip those 2 that make up the valley. Double crochet in the next 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And now in the point, you're going to repeat from previous rounds. Just insert 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets. And we're going to repeat this sequence all the way around. This is a very repetitive pattern, as you can see. Once you've sort of formed the first iteration in round 3, you're going to just follow along in making those mountains and valleys. So this pattern for the dragon lovey's wings go up to round number 8. I won't be demonstrating all of those rounds just because it's repetitive, but you would be getting the hang of it at by round 6 here, if not already. All right, this is it with round number 6 complete. Again, you're going to follow the sequence for round 7 and round 8 for the dragon ragdoll lovey pattern. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful and that it makes what was complex for me to write out to be simply shown on video. So hopefully it will be something that beginners can tackle. So here's a final look at the wing complete, going all the way up to round 8.